the member for Hasluck.
Deputy Speaker, it'd be easy to fall to an assumption that the beautiful, historic and well-forested electorate of Hasluck is a stranger to manufacturing. Not so. We boast rail manufacturing in Bellevue. The McGowan government has not just carried on the fine Labor tradition of building rail in Perth as part of the Metronet network, it has also brought rail manufacturing back after a 27-year hiatus, with the first cars rolling off production in Hasluck last year. More than 15 WA companies are producing components for these rail cars. We also boast cutting-edge companies like Connect Source in Midvale, BGC in Midland and Fortescue Future Industries in Hazelmere. Connect Source specialises in electronic control, producing products like module harnesses and driver monitoring systems. BGC are innovating their manufacturing processes for building and construction materials to be an energy leader in energy efficiency. Fortescue Futures Industry is focusing on green hydrogen to support sectors such as shipping, transport and agriculture. And Midland itself is a hive of activity, and the Swan Chamber of Commerce gathers the local heads of business regularly, bringing them together to discuss their ideas to take their sectors forward. And their next chamber meeting is in fact on the 24th of February at Bailey's Brewing Company in Henley Brook. They are one of the biggest manufacturers as a brewer and value-adding industries in Western Australia. So what do such dynamic business people require from government? One thing, a clear vision. It's needed in order to grow and invest and employ more people by having the confidence to do so. Vision, like the first national battery strategy launched by Minister Hasluck last week. Australia will now make its own lithium batteries. Vision, like setting the emission reduction targets in legislation as the government did last year, backed up by the legislation introduced by Minister Bowen for the improvement of the safeguard mechanism. Australia will have a safeguard mechanism that does the job and provides a clear lead to industry. Vision, like the request by the government for the Joint Standing Committee on Trade and Investment Growth, for which I'm a proud member, to inquire into how Australia can transition to being a green energy superpower. This inquiry has received over 100 submissions from manufacturers and community groups alike. Vision is required in a busy moving space where much is yet to be developed or well understood. The stakes are high, and governments can and must play a role in de-risking ventures at crucial stages of development by stating clear intentions and setting ambitious targets. If the government sets the vision, businesses will then apply their experience, their innovation and their enterprise to deliver. And we are not alone in the world in trying to lead in this space. Indeed, we are starting from behind due to a wilderness of denial for the past decade. Countries like Germany, Korea, Japan, Saudi Arabia and Chile are setting clear targets and therefore attracting capital investment. The US Inflation Reduction Act is already having an effect on investment flows and boardroom decisions. We have competition. Nevertheless, Deputy Speaker, I am optimistic because the $15 billion National Reconstruction Fund is one of Australia's biggest government investments in manufacturing in living memory. The National Rail Manufacturing Plan, following the examples of Western Australia, will bring jobs and skills back home. To build things in Australia, we need to ensure we have workers with the skills necessary to do so. As my learned colleague from the member for Parramatta recently stated in his book Ozonomics back in 2007, we have no alternative but to work smarter and stay ahead of the game. If young Australians aspire to well-paid jobs in secure industries, they must move up the value chain. For government, these lessons are clear: educate, train and empower, and then educate some more. Deputy Speaker, our government understands this and has invested in 180,000 free TAFE and VET places to give more Australians the skills and training they need today and to harness the jobs and opportunities of the future. We are investing in TAFE at Midland TAFE and my electorate. We are delivering $3.34 million to equip the campus with the appropriate resources to train Australians in wind turbine maintenance. In manufacturing, there are many opportunities present, in this time of change, and this government has the vision to carry the nation forward, and I commend the motion to the House.